Independence of the South altogether. You are talking to someone who believes in unity now, not only of the South and the North, but even a wider scale of regional, in the region of Africa around us actually, because look at the European model. After wars, religious wars, and so-called world wars actually, they killed, of course, tens of millions. Now they have learned the lessons of history. That is better for all energies, not to become self-destructive, but to get together and build something.
Do you believe that this new nation, South Sudan, is a viable nation?
Not very viable. Because once there is no common enemy over there for all one to focus upon, like a joint front against the common enemy. Once the enemy moves, then the people, look left or right, among themselves. It's highly tribalized area, and it's known the Nilotics a little bit to the north, and the Equatorians and other smaller tribes. Of course, they are rated a little bit among themselves differently. A. B. Once you overcome self-determination, all people just focus on self-determination now, completely absorbed by this issue. Once they are past it, then they ask for other things, development, education, health. Where is that and where's the other? But now there is hardly a program for chapter 2. It's just for this, only for this. So they don't have political parties yet. And so it's going to be difficult.
Do you fear that there could be bloodshed?
Normally Sudanese, there are always tribal bloodshed, but normally in politics we haven't known it. In elections, which even when there is too much corruption or whatever it is, too much competition, too stiff competition, we haven't known actually like the rest of Africa. But I don't know, there will be an uprising. If there is an uprising, it will be a national uprising. Probably we have never had a revolution which was bloody at all. Just everything stands still. Break down every service, strike out everybody, not for trade union claims, just for the national claim of freedom only those days. But now for democracy generally, for decentralization, for freedom as well actually. And there won't be much bloodshed in the Sudan. But unfortunately, in tribal areas, we still know bloodshed.
Are President Bashir's days numbered?
I think his days are numbered. He has already spent more than 20 years, and he should have told people, I've done my best. I might have committed some mistakes, I'm sorry. I have done something, at least in my regime or under my presidency, there was oil for the south and in the north in the country, and a few other things. And the Sudan is known all over the world. It was an unknown country yesterday, but now it's known. Those who hate it call it a terrorist or whatever other name. It's infamous or famous country now. So he could have taken a gentle farewell end actually to the Sudan. The Sudanese normally, like South Africans or like others, if you say sorry for what I have done, okay, and I'm going away, probably they may, after the event, forget about the past and forgive it altogether.
You've known President Bashir for a very long time. You were his friend. Later, he imprisoned you. If you could speak to him now, what would you say?
I would have advised him to send a nice message to the Sudanese, a farewell message, and then to present himself to the International Criminal Court. To go there, the value of Islam knows nothing called immunity because you are in government at all. At top of government is equal to other citizens. They are equal before the law.
You've talked about this uprising. Are there active preparations now for this uprising, and do you have a role in them?
Oh yes. Now all opposition parties now are connecting with their base. They don't want it to be a national. Previously it was only in the capital, it was enough. But this time it has to be a national because all the nation is now awakened and enlightened. So you cannot ignore them and move in the center alone. Otherwise you become a centralist yourself. And if everybody rises, everywhere, probably this will persuade the government itself to withdraw nicely. Or even its forces. They cannot go and just genocide or across the Sudan, bloodshed. They would never do it. I'm quite sure about that.
Are you the leader of this planned uprising, and what would be your role if President Bashir was toppled from power? Could you be a leader of the country?
Oh no, I would never assume executive roles any longer. I have always told people that I don't like them. Most of the time you waste them on tiny administrative affairs, actually, signing papers and dismissing or appointing somebody or receiving somebody in the airport and dining with him, a foreigner. Oh, no, I'm not interested in that, actually. I don't deal with others, actually, on another basis of dialogue, say, strategic, relationship, and writing. My books, which I have many books in notes form, actually.
How do you think this uprising you talk about will be seen by the international community, and how will they view your role in it? Because many in the West describe you as the man who invited Osama bin Laden to Sudan.
Yes, I know all these fictions, actually. I've never known the man, actually. He came as an investor, actually. His family is a construction family. Everybody knows that here. And he came and built roads and airports, and he was confined to his house. He never even issued leaflets, actually. But anyway, they came and talked to me about bin Laden, from America and from the United Kingdom. I told them, what are you worried about? He said, Saudi Arabian, security, and his fundamentalist. Who taught him to become a fundamentalist? Who sent him to the Soviet, to Afghanistan? Who armed him? You yourselves and the Saudi Arabians themselves.
Well, that's a